Hello, peoples of the internet, and welcome back to Journey to Ragnarok, a campaign of mythical proportions. As always, we begin with a very special introduction. Take it away.
Traveling to town, Astrid Assay's new companion recognizes Styrmir, son of Warmaster, well known by Asbjorn, blessed at birth with lightning. Upon loss of father, took to the forest to find fair favor with Allfather and Thor of the fierce soul. Companions reconnoiter uneasy village, where Ivy Crow's temple is barricaded and barred. The sentence of seers is staying in seclusion, till dispute between crows and eyes decided with wisdom that all witnesses welcome. The heroes split forces to acquire information, Princess and Styrmir to pull rank on Odin's Eye, Gwynnethea and Tobias to speak to Shadowkin. Of disaster in Dremandibu, complete carnage delivered. The story of slaughter unfortunately unfolds. In outrage, each commander claims was ordered by their opposite. Conflicting stories, clues collected from clans, testimony of terror from leaders, rank and file, of massacre vile and steading so vulnerable. The companions seek more information, wishing for more witnesses. A tale is told by the village's hunter, who often to Dremandibu has traveled with wolves, asserts that Oleg is erratic, with anger egregious, fell on his friend with paranoid fury. Then, while walking with his own wolves, wary of the woods, the group goes by the temple to discover the man. Instead of fair greeting given in neutrality, Wolves of Shadow Commander snarls as if wild.
And with that, we find ourselves back on the streets of Varmthors, where you guys have just finished one of the side quests. You have various other people you can go visit, such as, let me get you names. Such as I believe, let me see if I can remember off the top of my head. I think there's Aethelfrig, who runs the sawmill. There's Manfred Longway, who owns just a shop in the place. You've already visited Tully the Barrel. What would you like to do?
Remind me, you'd think I'd have it in my notes, but no. Oleg, ran off, right?
Oleg, he snarled and then he walked off back to the warehouse with his crew.
Okay.
It was he roared at you guys and then was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Okay, so, Astrid turns to everybody else, including Edval, who's the hunter, and says, "What was that?"
He acted as though he was wild.
Edval, is that how people around here say hello? Because
I told you his attitude has changed. That's not the old I used to know.
Would having been born of and raised up to the age of 5 or 6 shed any insight into this potential behavior? Is this something that the Wolves of Shadow are kind of aware of?
You can give me an insight or history.
Okay.
So, the behavior of the wolves, even from, young age, you're taught to hunt in packs. You're taught, how to fight like a wolf. Savage, hunt in packs, stalk your prey, outnumber them. You weren't taught to growl at people.
Okay, so there isn't like
It's
some.
not a standard greeting.
It's not. So there isn't some like mutation or disease that is unique to the Wolves of Shadow or any
No.
ailments thereof. Okay.
Not that you would know of. Yeah, with a 21, you know, disease exists in the world. Ailments exist in the world. You know, people get the flu. But you know that growling at one another, that's that's one part of being a wolf that the wolves of the shadow don't really teach you.
All right. I think I would say, as much as it pains me to say it, it seems like the Wolves of Shadow are certainly uh, in the wrong, or at least Oleg's command was brash and irresponsible. There could have been a better resolution to all of this, it seems.
There is something strange, though, because when we went and talked to Gunnar, he was, to my mind, acting a little bit different than he usually has. I don't know if you think that, Sturmir, but when we came in, he was rubbing his shoulder and he was just like muttering some pretty fierce and ill-tempered things, and he's usually pretty calm,
Calm, focused.
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible for a calm man to be kind of incited into rage or indignancy by what the wolves did?
Oh, I think that's absolutely possible.
But even
But
so,
but yeah, I mean, he has always, and my father has always said that he's acted like with a sense of justice,
I
and
see.
the way that he was muttering it sounded
Malicious.
that's a good word, yes.
Well,
More foul-tempered.
hmm.
I mean, and I certainly haven't seen him in a while, but
Or have I?
So do you think it's possible that there's another factor here, perhaps veering both of these forces towards each other?
it's possible. Or this is, there's been so many odd things, so many things going wrong, so many things going dark.
The world we live in now, I think anything's possible.
Gwen, what do you think?
Sorry, I didn't catch that was Gwen. I thought it was Quinn, and I'm like,
Who's Quinn?
That's Quinn. I was like, that's
It's my imaginary friend.
Little
You know
did
Quinn.
you know. Welcome our fifth party member. No.
Hey!
It's a brilliant introduction. I wouldn't have expected anything less from you, Pepper. I think it's very reasonable that I've been around the Wolves of the Shadow. They can be irrational and brash at times, but I feel like I feel like there's more at work here. We need to find a middle ground. We need to have a conversation between these two, even if it ends up in figuring out that one is bad over the other, and the ultimate conclusion is that one of them needs to leave. We've got to be able to find some form of middle ground, and that's where we're lacking at this point.
We need a parlay.
We need a parlay, indeed.
Oh. Of course. Oh. I've been so stupid. You're absolutely right. I think we've been going about this the wrong way. I mean, what is it that we do to settle disputes? We sons and daughters of the gods. We bring it to council, right? Both sides are heard. Both sides agree to stand by the judgment.
And who makes judgment?
Well, we are here as representatives of my father.
I can also speak to being a representative of the Icy Crows as well.
That's right. That's true. And
More information.
Tobias, you grew up with the wolves.
Well,
Sturmir, Sorry, go ahead.
I was born of them, but I grew up with the Icy Crows.
Well, but they still see you as one of them, right?
That would be nice, but I am aware that some Wolves of the Shadow are stubborn. But
Of course.
That is optimistic.
But what I'm saying is, we have a sort of makeshift council here among us. Because I'm representing rulership, Gwen is representing the neutral, the Icy Crows. You have ties to the wolves, and Sturmer, you have ties to Odin's Eye. So we have kind of an incredible balance, I think.
I do think more information couldn't hurt.
I
do agree.
And I agree that the chance of parlaying is probably our best avenue. There would need to be firm agreements that one side is allowed to speak their piece entirely and that we will conduct the conversation, not them. And they will wait to be acknowledged before they speak. It needs to be...
If we are to render judgment, we direct who speaks and when.
Exactly. And we have been decided to be the judges of from the representatives of the Icy Crows here in town.
I think that's the authority we need, right? All of those things.
We need a neutral ground to do this upon, too. Not in the village.
What about on the steps of the temple?
That could work.
Because if we leave, then they're free to open hostilities on each other again. Unless we can get them to swear. But I really want everyone in the village to see this, because that's what we were told by the Icy Crows, right? Is that they're not coming out.
Wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Just not directly in the middle of the village.
No, I think that I think that's a good call.
If fighting breaks out, we want to minimize village damage.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's good. I think that's good. It's much more strategic. That's a good idea, Sturmir.
So that warrants the conversation of you two going to Odin's Eye and us two going to the Icy Crows. And Gwen looks over at not the Icy Crows, the Wolves of the Shadow, and Gwen looks at Tobias like, can we do this?
Maybe we should do it all together, just so that it doesn't seem like we're being underhanded, trying to pit one side against the other.
Well, two of us each have ties to both sides, yes?
I think so.
If we still split in half, we could take one of us that has ties to one clan, one of us that has ties to another, and then go talk.
Really good. That's really good.
If that is the case, then I would recommend, as I could see it being a good thing as a parlay, for the princess to go to the wolves.
All right.
It would see as less of a power move if you didn't go to your own people.
Yes. Yes, good point. Good point.
That is a little risky, though, don't you think?
In
I
what
think we
way?
should. I think we should stay nearby. Oleg seems volatile.
Unstable.
Right.
Oh, yes, well, I'm not going in alone, am I?
No, my suggestion was one from each side.
Oh, I see what
Two
you're
people
saying.
total, but one from each side of the argument.
I see what you're saying.
So you could go with me,
perhaps
Tobias.
okay. So perhaps only Gunner and Oleg will be summoned. Is that what the plan is?
I don't think so.
It would be a parlay of both sides.
I think it needs to be everyone because we need to be able to question their subordinates as well, more than we already have. And in fact, it occurs
Leaders'
to me that
words
we
can be
really
twisted.
didn't. Yeah, we really didn't talk to the Odin's Eye soldiers very much at all, except basically to get them to take us to Gunner.
Always talk to them first.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I think this has to be everybody in full sight. But let's think about, what we want to do in terms of information to find beforehand.
You do have some more folks of the village to talk to. You can get their opinions on things.
So we've got the Odin's Eye soldiers, Aethelfrig and Manfred.
And who is Manfred again, just for the notes?
Manfred is the shopkeep, essentially, right, Pi?
Yes.
Manfred, the shopkeep.
And we haven't asked Tully the Barrel about this specifically. We've just kind of chatted with him in a general way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think if we're gonna talk to him, we'd have to wait. Because
I will go back and say that it's safe to say that he's likely a supporter of the wolves, as he is hiding them in his own warehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he might know some things, but I get it. Innkeepers don't tend to miss much, if they're any good.
right.
The place you go for information, the inn or the bar.
All right. Well, we have two people, and the soldiers left to speak to, exempting Thule for now. Assumptions made. Perhaps we should get moving towards them while we still have light out.
Agreed.
Yes.
So
Okay,
we're first.
yeah, which one's closer?
I mean, it's, that the Wolves of the Shadow are the warehouse behind the inn, behind the tavern, behind the barrel, which is, fairly center of village. It's near the temple. The Odin's Eye are a bit, further out. They have their own camp. And then we'll say, if you guys are like standing right here, this is Manfred's shop, and then Aethelfrig's sawmill is closer towards the edge of town too.
So
Okay.
other than the
remind
two
me-
main factions, the shop would be closest.
Yeah.
What do
Okay.
you need reminding of?
The Wolves of Shadow, if I recall, don't really consider themselves under the leadership of Asbjorn, right?
No.
Thank you. That's all I needed at this moment.
Yeah, two separate clans.
Yeah.
So where you guys going?
Looks like Manfred's.
Probably the shop, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys
Agreed.
begin heading to this shop. You see, it's a tiny building, different from any other in the village. Its shape is irregular. It has a steep roof painted green and a big bush with small purple flowers on the side where weren't it winter the sun would shine. That sentence messed me up. The door, engraved with an arrow with great artistry, is ajar, and from inside you can hear several noises. Someone chiseling wood, singing a merry tune, then stopping for an instant before resuming his song, accompanied by the rasping sound of a grindstone.
Someone's busy.
Sounds like a craftsman.
Just curious. Do those flowers look familiar at all to anybody?
Mm,
I feel like this is a question that I should know the answer to, but I don't.
Oh, I'm just kind of hoping that they're a particular purple kind of flower.
Oh, okay. One that may or may not begin with a W.
Yeah, one that may or may not begin with a W.
Sure,
Oh, those
give me. You can give me a nature.
Okay, I'm gonna stop though and ask everybody that.
Everyone can give me a nature if they wish.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Oh well.
Well, that's a survival.
Oh, shit.
Right. Sorry,
Can we
this is
roll
nature.
survival?
Oh, never
You have
mind.
advantage?
Tobias has it. No, I just rolled that by accident. Or I just had it in my head that it was survival. So.
Sure.
Okay, so does that
Survival
seem
is
like kind of symbolic of supporting one side over the other, or is this kind of like a superstitious thing?
Also, just real quick, if that is one of your skills of being a blood hunter, this does not relate to Fae, Fiend, or Undead. So you just
Okay,
get the
yeah, I
21.
wasn't. Okay, yeah.
That's still good, though.
Just take the
a
21.
I mean, the
that's still good,
21's
though.
still really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
If this is what I'm thinking you meant, Astrid, Gwyn and Tobias, this isn't Wolfsbane.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
Okay.
just the purple flowers. It's probably more like
This is pretty.
what's the other plant? The one that has this really nice scent that is used for candles.
Lavender.
It looks more like lavender,
Okay.
Okay.
Rats. I guess that would have been too easy, huh?
and it just seems like a neutral shop.
That'd have been a little on
Okay.
the nose.
Little
Yeah,
bit on
right?
the nose, but still, I was
Man.
hoping.
Whoa,
I was still
you guys
hoping.
think there's a werewolf around in a town that has a sign that has Wolfsbane on it? Whoa! What a coinky dink.
Convenient. We
So
figured it
weird.
out.
So weird. Some dude's name is Graytail. Nah,
Yeah,
it's
Couldn't
fine.
Couldn't be
It's
a
fine.
werewolf.
all the foreshadowing.
Okay,
All
sorry.
right.
Let's go on.
So yeah, I'll push the door open for everyone.
All right. As you walk in, the pavement of this building is covered in sawdust. There are working benches placed on each side and many carving tools hanging from the walls. You see barrels filled with arrows of different colored fletchings. Sitting on a stool, you spot a man in his 40s with a weird-looking black goatee. Wow, this just insults him? Okay. All right, adventure. Just insulting my Manfred. And a perfectly groomed mustache. All right, so it's perfectly groomed.
So that
but
balances
weird?
out.
It balances them out.
All
It
right,
balances out.
you can,
Goatee is weird. The mustache is great.
All right, you know what? We're gonna say it's like a handlebar.
Oh, yes.
So he's got
Little early
he's got like a
time.
weird Tony Stark goatee, but he's got a rockin' handlebar mustache. Sitting on a stool, you spot this man. His hair is medium length and combed towards the back. He is checking with a piece of string whether an arrow is straight when he notices you all. Actually, no, he doesn't notice you. What do you do?
I'm gonna knock on the door. Hello there.
He looks at you and says, good morning to you. My name's Longway Manfred, Manfred Longway.
Greetings, Manfred. We have
We're hoping
a
we might discuss what's been
Yeah.
going on around here with you.
You want to know about the conflict?
Indeed. Your opinion, at least.
Sure. I often have business with the wolves, but I have no interest in their relationship with the other clans. You're here to ask me about the current conflict. Me personally, I'd rather see a peaceful resolution. Makes it easier for sales in the village.
Oh, so would we.
This whole matter is damaging my business, and personally, I don't feel safe with two armed groups camping in the village ready to shed blood.
Well, we very much hope that we can keep it from going there. So, what is your interaction with the wolves been like?
It's one of rather simple business. Their captain, Greytail, I know him quite well. He likes my arrows, you see. Whenever he's around, he buys some quivers. He seems a good man if you look past his impatience and rough manners. I'm not, however, shocked that he is involved in this situation. He's good for
Wise.
business, though, so I'd feel sorry if anything would happen to him.
Why are you not shocked?
Well, his impatience, his rough manners. He seems one to fight first and question later. Everyone, give me a insight check.
insight check.
And this isn't for if he's lying or telling the truth. It's for something else. Whoa!
Oh!
There
Hello,
you
hi.
go. Hell
Here
yeah.
I am.
So,
Here I am.
Astrid-
I am present.
Astrid, you can tell from the accent he is not of this land. And with a natural 20, you would definitely overhear, I would say, during your times at the tavern, people tend to call him the foreigner, as he is not, as I said, of this land.
Got it.
That's what the insight is for. You know, you clock the accent as he's not from this place that we are.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense enough. Most craftsmen traders.
So I'm just gonna I'm gonna look around and say I can see why he would want your goods. These are magnificently made, so straight. I pick up one and I'm showing it to the rest of the group. Look at this. My father's craftsman can't boast better than this. I might have a commission for you later, but I'm sorry. Back to what we were talking about.
Yes. Are there any other questions? If you'd like to buy anything, this is my current remaining stock. Each arrow, as you've noticed, are crafted quite well. You get 20 of them for 20 gold. You get the quiver too. You do see a couple barrels of arrows, as I said. He says, if you wish any more, though, unfortunately, as I said, this is my only stock. I haven't been able to make it into the woods to gather the wood I need. Maybe it.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I'm thinking maybe it was a mistake to settle in these lands. Something in those woods is preventing me from gathering what I need. I don't know what it is, but It scares me.
What if someone could bring you more wood?
Well, I need a specific wood. It's only in a specific area of these great woods, and I mean, if you are able to deal with what is stopping me from collecting, I'll certainly give you some of the arrows and make you some new ones too. Continue my business.
Could you tell us a little bit more about what it is that's troubling you? Are you just feeling a sense of foreboding when you
Well,
leave the village, or
well, every time I enter the forest recently, I've been being attacked by the creatures, squirrels, owls. I even once was attacked by a wolf, and so I just haven't ventured out recently.
did you say squirrels? You're being attacked by squirrels.
Yes.
And also wolves. Also, let us not forget the wolves.
And the owls.
Are these all on separate occasions?
Yes, I've tried going out to the forest multiple times to collect the supplies I need, and the animals don't seem to like me. I'm thinking either I'm cursed or there's something out there.
Well, I can't imagine anyone cursing you, unless they were just so jealous of your craftsmanship. That's...
Would you be able to tell us where in these woods you're experiencing these attacks? Perhaps on a map? Maybe there's a pattern.
Sure.
Indeed, it's quite possible.
He'll try. He'll. If I think you guys have a map.
I'll lay a map out on the table.
Story-wise, it's like, hey, tell us where all this stuff happened.
He points to on your map. He points to a specific part of the Great Woods, which is some 20 minutes away from the village. And he says, every time I've tried going out there recently, as I said, I've been attacked by these animals. There's a specific tree I usually collect from. It is a rather large birch tree, perfect for the arrows. But I haven't been able to go out.
It may
Seems
be
rather odd the way the
investigating.
animals are acting, so yeah. Investigating sounds worth it.
I agree.
Manfred, while we're discussing other matters, I'd like to purchase this craftsman's kit. This is for making weapons out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How much would that cost me?
Let's see, I gotta pull up another PDF that I didn't have opened.
My bad.
We'll say 10 gold.
Okay, done.
And he says, if you all are willing to go out there and investigate for me, as I said, I'll give you some of my arrows, and
Do you have any bows?
I do. I have some. I make them myself. Short bow, long bow. What do you need?
Nothing in particular. I wasn't really looking. I'm just curious.
If you all handle this for me, as I said, I would like to see this result in a peaceful resolution. If you're asking me questions, then surely you may have some hand in helping the village. I am willing to support whatever you choose.
We certainly intend to try.
I suppose we'll be back to talk with you again later once we investigate more.
Thank you. It is good meeting you all.
And you as well.
Just real quick, as the others are going out, I'm going to show him my crossbow and say, I have this. It's not from these lands. It was a gift from my father. I wonder if you're able to make any of the ammunition for it. And I just give him one of my
Bolts.
quarrels or whatever they're called, the bolts. Yeah.
Okay.
Just study it, take a look, see what you think. We'll be back.
I can certainly do that.
All right.
Roll me a perception check, just you, Astrid. Okay. I'll say that's enough. You're still in close vicinity to him. As you begin walking away, you leave him one of the bolts and you leave him the crossbow.
No, I don't leave him the crossbow.
You don't leave him the crossbow. You leave him one of the bolts.
Yes.
Okay. He's looking over the bolt, and after looking over the crossbow, when you walk away, you can hear him whisper, like kind of under his breath, just say, "That reminds me of home."
Okay. That was killing two birds with one stone right there. Okay. Great.
All right.
So,
Where are you guys going?
I assume we're going off to the point he.
Or we go to the sawmill first and get
Or we could do that
information from them and see if they've been having trouble.
It could be worth finding out. Yeah.
Yeah, what time is it in the day? Do we have enough time to stop by the sawmill before investigating this place 20 minutes away?
Before dark.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to be the test? I'm gonna say, I'm gonna roll a D100. You guys can ask who for higher or lower. Lower is going to be it's before 5 o'clock. Higher is gonna be it's after 5. So I guess you're wanting for lower.
Yeah.
For this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna roll a D100. If it's below 50, it's before 5. If it's 50 above, it's after 5.
We started doing this fairly early morning.
Oh,
Right?
there we go.
So you have plenty of time.
Okay.
Can I be a cheeky person and point out that I have keen mind, so I should know what exact hour it is in the day?
It is.
There you go.
It is 1:42.
Yes.
142.
Also know the numbers before.
I also know where the sun is, and I can recall anything I've seen or heard in the past month. But regardless, I just find it funny. You're just like, time, we're gonna roll. I'm like, I know exactly what time it is. Sorry, I had to be cheeky. I couldn't walk away from that chance.
At least it did get dark. I have dark vision.
You have dark vision?
I do. I'm a variant of a human.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Mark of finding, specifically.
Oh, sweet. Alright, sawmill it is. We have enough time.
Okay. So you head to the sawmill. It is a low but wide building surrounded by wood piles placed in an orderly manner. There are long and sturdy wooden beams covered in resin protective paint, and the perfume of the resin can be smelled from across the street. A woman, almost 7 feet tall, with wide shoulders and strong arms, is chopping wood on a stump, handling her hatchet with strength and precision. And I will say this for all of you, this woman is definitely a sight to behold, as she is much larger than most of the men in this village that you've seen.
Indeed.
Astrid is just stopped with her arms crossed, just like
Taking it all.
admiring fine art. No kidding, definitely Astrid's new crush. Oh wow.
With me. Would you be Aethel?
She doesn't answer you. She just keeps chopping the wood.
I think it's Athelfrig.
Like a first and a last name, or is
No,
Aethel
that's
Frigg
the
like
whole. That's the whole. Yeah.
that's just the first name?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Look,
Oh, okay.
you got to have
Look,
a
look at Astrid's
magnificent...
last name.
You gotta have a magnificent name for such a magnificent woman. Am I right?
Sure. I just thought it was a first and a last name because everything else, like Gunnar Alfredson, I thought that was like a first and a last name, you know? So I thought this one was also a first and a last name.
No, I don't actually. Pepper doesn't know that. But
Okay, anyways, if it was generally known that Aethelfrig was just the first name and we didn't get a last name, I would have said that.
Oh, I think I've shared the last name. It's Aethelfrig Uthersdotter.
Uther's daughter. Did I write that down? I thought I did. Okay.
I did not, so you're one up on me.
Okay. Aethelfrig, I believe. My mistake. Would that happen to be you?
Without even turning around, and she just keeps chopping the wood. She just says, "What do you want? I'm busy."
I just gestured towards Astrid. All right, you go. I'm gonna whisper. I'm gonna whisper a prayer and say, as Frigg is in her name, may Frigg bless this conversation we're about to have. Good luck, Astrid. You have guidance.
I got it.
I must use words.
Okay, so she fluffs her hair a little bit, wipes the drool, a little bit of drool off the corner of her mouth, and sort of walks around so that she's within line of sight,
Okay.
and just stands there like an idiot for
This large woman just keeps going about her job. You see, one of the logs gets splits in two. You're standing there all awkwardly, like, "Please, sir, may I have some more?"
Yeah, no,
And-
it's fine.
And
This
she
is
puts
fine that it's awkward.
Another log on the stump and just continues chopping.
So, you,
How tall is Astrid?
he's not very... I mean, Astrid is like 5'7", I think.
Okay,
Everybody
but
else in the party is taller than he is.
So she's towering.
Yeah. Hello.
What she's trying to say is we're wanting to talk to you about the conflict.
And she just points like, that.
Okay, Astrid, give me a
Yes?
persuasion at disadvantage.
Oh boy.
Totally fair. It's totally
You
fair.
do have guidance.
I do. And I have a
unless,
+8, so
unless
we'll
your
see.
disadvantage is nat 1.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, so 16. And what's guidance?
1d4.
Is it 1d4? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's not bad.
18. Sorry. Yes, what he said.
Seeing the princess struggling for words, Steermer steps up and says what she's trying to say.
Gwen is trying not to laugh.
Okay, so you see this large woman send down her hatchet, and she stands up straight, so she's really towering you. You hear her crack her back and dry the sweat off her forehead with her arm as she looks down at you, Astrid.
Astrid's head is like, tilted all the way up, practically. She's just like clutching her pearls.
She looks at you and says, Fine, I'll tell you what. In this whole situation, I don't appreciate neither the wolves nor the eye. The former ran away like cowards instead of facing their foes, and the latter took advantage of their numeric advantage to defeat the wolves. This is before even wondering who is guilty of the carnage in Dremandabu. I don't think it was the eye, but as sure as hell I don't think it was the wolves either. If you're here to ask me for support, like both the wolves and the eye have, and she kind of like hands on hip, like gets in your face, Astrid. She says, "You'll have to show me your strength first. Show me you're not weak-willed." And also,
weak-willed. I'm very strong-willed. No, we're not asking you to take a side. We just want some information. She's gone all fangirl, uptick with the voice. Yeah, we think something weird's going on, and we're just gonna try to settle things.
Well, I've been in Dremandabu a few years back. It's a village like any other. And she's saying this very, abruptly, like there's a root of you are bothering her.
I'm imagining she just keeps chopping wood as she's talking.
Yeah.
It is a village like any other. I don't buy it that the eye soldiers have come all the way here just to pillage it. And, yeah, without taking her eyes off her work and just giving a little shrug. I don't know who's right and who's wrong, to be honest. My business goes on anyway. With this freezing winter, people always need wood to burn. And if at any point that means wood for funeral pyres, I don't care. And that final I don't care is let down with, another massive, splitting of a log.
Yeah.
Has others around the village have been having problems when entering the woods? Have you encountered anything similar?
That's what I was gonna say.
She, again, without taking eyes off her work, I don't care for what happens to the others in the woods. There are plenty of trees around for my business.
So that's a no. That's what that is.
Isn't a particular tree though. Okay, well, thank you. You're doing great. You're doing great work here.
I'm gonna put my hand on Ash's shoulder, turn around, and we'll just start walking away.
And she's just stumbling, looking over her shoulder. Okay, bye.
And you know what?
Tobias and Gwen are just laughing.
To make it even better, because I didn't fully describe her. 7 foot tall. She definitely this large woman. Definitely has, one of those long, tied up, braided, red hair.
Yeah.
Red hair tied in a very long braid.
Yep.
And as you guys walk away, she does not pay attention to you whatsoever.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye, I love you.
Just continually just pushing her away towards the
You know what?
woods, so
Everyone
she just
except
walk.
Astrid, give me a perception check.
I get to add a d4 to my perceptions because of Hunter's
Trying to perceive and laugh at the same time.
I am. I have laughed at Astrid enough that I know not let it take over.
Oh no.
The others are, Sturmir's busy leading Astrid away. Tobias is busy laughing his ass off. Gwyn, through the laughing, you do hear the "Goodbye, I love you."
From Astrid?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. I laugh even harder. And, I'm holding my stomach and, leaning up against Tobias as I'm trying to walk because I'm laughing so hard.
You two are leaning on each other, laughing and walking. I'm just leading her away.
100%.
With my arms stretched out.
I'm almost crying at this point. This is a big old belly laugh for me.
So, what are you guys laughing at? Just kind of snaps back to the party. What did I miss?
Funny joke. Gwen told me a really funny joke.
Really? She doesn't have a whole lot.
That's true. That's why I was so surprised.
Okay, well, what was the joke?
I don't know. Gwen, you're so much better at telling jokes than I am. And then Tobias leaves.
Gwen, oh gosh. Gwen just kind of like recenters herself, can't, trying to hold herself together as best she can, and she stands up and she kind of gives a small cough and she goes, "Oh, the joke was,
I'm
what
imagining,
do you,
I'm not actually laughing at this. I just know what's going on, and I'm just helping her.
why don't oysters ever donate to the tribes?"
Why?
Because they're shellfish.
All right, I want a performance versus insight. Performance from Gwyn, insight from Astrid.
Ooh.
God.
Honestly, I hope
that's
I fail this.
So-
I hope I fail it. Oh,
Oh.
shit.
Astrid, not only
Yes.
is this not really that funny,
No, it's not.
she's lying. There
Uh-huh.
was no joke.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Hey, I'm just gonna give her the side eye, as only Astrid can, and just file that away.
Let's see. Gwyn, you get this side eye and you take 2 psychic damage.
Ow, my brain. As Astrid kind of like huffs away, knowing something's different, I softly whisper, "I love you," and then I start laughing.
Oh, shit. You... Okay.
I come up behind her and I throw my arms around her and I whisper in her ear and I say, "Don't worry, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who heard that part, but the rest was hilarious. It's been a long time since I've seen you drool over a woman. That was great."
I drool over plenty of women, just that did you, and her, and she's so
Okay.
I'm just
tall.
walking behind you two as you're talking about this.
She's
Astrid,
so tall.
you don't drool to the point where you lose your ability to speak. You have to admit. That's a new one.
I mean, okay.
You can't
I
even
haven't been
argue
around
about
the
it.
party that long, but I'm gonna like type up and say, yeah, you kind of lost your
Astrid,
composure.
next time you two speak, just imagine her in her underwear. It'll be easier to speak.
Don't think that's gonna happen.
Astrid is staring at Tobias and just like completely glazes over, slack-jawed.
I then resume pushing you along.
All right, let us travel to the forest.
Okay. What did we learn? Did she... Is she having trouble
What
in
did
the...
she-
I don't...
What did she say?
What did she say?
What did she say?
Oh,
What did she say?
Oh man, part of me doesn't want to tell you guys.
Oh, well, now we have to rely on Sturmir here.
She didn't seem like she was having any issues with it. She just said there's plenty of trees for her to cut, and she really didn't want to talk to us at all. She was busy. To recap
All right.
it.
That sounds reasonable enough.
I think she's completely reasonable. Yes.
Of course
She
you do.
seems to be a very, very reasonable woman. And probably really smart. Anyway, what are we doing?
Alright, princess, we're going out into the woods.
Okay, let's go.
I like to imagine the entire time you guys have been laughing and going about this and talking, and Sturmir's been pushing Astrid. by the time that Astrid says, "Oh, okay, let's go," you guys are already at the edge of the village.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I look around and go, "Oh, okay.
Oh, we're here.
That was fast."
Yeah.
You two are too busy laughing to pay attention. I'm the only one that's keeping this serious because I noticed what was going on.
Let's see here. If you all could kindly, as you walk into the woods, let me find this side quest. You walk into the woods, you begin heading. 20 minutes go by. Eventually, you find this large clearing with a large birch with snow-white bark. If you all place your tokens on this map, down here, please.
Down there. Okay.
You may have to fix your tokens for the HP.
Probably. Oh, let's see.
You able to drag and drop Astrid, or do I need to place your token?
I'm trying. There's always something wrong, Pie.
Constitution.
Do it, please.
Put that on
Just
there.
like your other game.
Tobias has his stuff drawn.
Here is Astrid.
Thank you.
Speed 30.
You're able to move your token, yeah?
Let me make sure. Yep.
Okay.
Someday there will be a game
Where it all works.
in which I am able to do the things.
Yeah.
Today is not that day.
Okay, you guys are there. For the map is smaller, but for the purposes of where you currently are, you are 500 feet from the birch tree.
That is one big
Gotcha.
tree.
Yeah, it is a big tree. So, out of character, just to guide my RPing in a second, we're starting to forget Freya, correct?
Not only starting, but you know that it's kind of it's already kind of taken root.
Okay.
As in Alwrecker, back in that one village that is called Uppsala, was
Things I know not about.
was completely like unable to retell stories of Freya.
Okay. So, Tobias, as we're kind of approaching this tree, is gonna mutter a prayer. Oh, God of beasts in the land and the forest. Gwyn, who is that? It's Freya. Oh my goodness. Freya, guide us. I can't believe I forgot that.
Can't either. I mean, her avatar is right here, and she gestures to herself.
No, you're wrong. Her avatar is back there chopping wood.
Fuck, you're right.
Alright, so I cast guidance on myself, but I'm still bewildered. Can I kind of look around and see if I notice anything out
There's
of the
nothing
ordinary?
particular we're looking for,
Give
right?
me a perception.
Okay. Well, we were told that the wildlife is behaving strangely. Oh, okay. Well, guidance isn't gonna help that. So
No, and
I guess I'm bewildered.
As you all begin getting closer to the tree, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna give me a surprise round as out of nowhere from the sky,
Flying squirrels!
you see a group, a grouping. Oh, this is gonna be familiar for two of you. As from the sky comes an angry-looking murder of crows,
Oh no!
Oh, God damn it.
and they're gonna get a surprise round. but we will roll initiative.
So what happened with the crows?
They're fighting.
Oh, somebody roll hide. I don't want.
No, I know
from
that.
another campaign.
Oh, yes.
They beat me the fuck up.
Well, they got a 3, but they're still gonna go first because of a surprise.
Thank you, Tobias, for not making me go first.
And they could do that again. I'm sorry, love.
They're going to attack, well, Tobias. For an 11.
Alright, so I'm alright.
And they come swarming down. They kind of, they're swarmed, so they can just engulf in your spot. And they are trying to peck you, but you're able to just kind of swat them away as it is your turn.
Alright, so I'm gonna take a swing at them with my axe and cry out, "I'm sorry, I forgot! I didn't mean to!"
Oh.
Oh, here we go. Actions. That thing. Let me click on you. Thank you.
That does hit for 9, right?
Yes.
Okay, you slash into the murder, and some of them fall. What would you like to do next? Anything?
I think I'm gonna try to back out of the swarm
I will say,
and
as you kind of cut down some of the crows, you do notice as they drop to the ground, they vanish in a puff of twigs and dead leaves.
Oh.
Ooh.
what in the hell?
That's
So-
not good.
They're magical, and I guess I could have done this in the beginning, but that's okay. I'm okay with like the RP aspect. I was surprised. I'm gonna invoke my Crimson Right.
Okay.
Okay. I hurt myself for 1.
Well.
I'll take it. And then I'm gonna try to back out of the swarm in this direction,
Okay.
and that'll be
Okay.
my turn.
That's good.
Alrighty, Astrid.
So did just part of the swarm dropped? We're like, so there's still a murder
Yes.
flapping around here. Okay. Oh boy. I think the first thing that I would like to do is take my movement and go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And can I take a look just from there and see if I can see anything weird on the tree? Like any markings or any like gapes in the bark or anything like that?
What is... Yeah, give me a perception.
Okay.
Or let me know what's your passive perception.
Oh, passive is 15.
Okay. You kind of begin looking around. Let me just mark something real quick. Let me see something. Alright. We're just gonna use the actual map. Screw being 500 feet away.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
You don't notice anything about the tree. You do notice, however, from behind one of the, various, like, pieces of tree, because this is all parts of the tree, you notice that there are some of the roots, like, uprooting from the ground. From behind one of the roots, you do see a man. And this man... Well, this man raises a bow and arrow and tries to shoot at you.
Oh no! Before I even do anything? Cool.
Does a 15
Surprise.
hit you?
I bet it does. Yeah.
You take 3 piercing damage as suddenly
Ow!
this man comes from behind this tree and fires an arrow at you. Give me a quick insight check.
Okay.
That is enough. In this quick moment of getting shot with an arrow and seeing this man, even from the distance you can make out, features of his face, and his eyes seem to be glossed over. He doesn't seem much of an enemy. He doesn't seem to really pose much of a threat other than his bow.
It's just an opponent on the field.
You don't know what or who may be influencing him, but he looks more like a victim than an enemy.
Okay. Okay. I am going to cast... Oh no, that's not gonna work. Okay, first I'm gonna go, ow, I got shot! And then, just real quick say there's somebody back behind there, and point and say, look, you don't look like you're doing very well. Why don't you come out here and talk to us instead of shooting at us?
Give me persuasion. Okay, you will know the effects of that when it gets back to him.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's it. That's my turn.
Alright.
Other than I'm going to get out my crossbow just to be ready for the next round.
Gwyn, you're up.
Okay, so seeing that some of the crows exploded into twigs, I'm gonna move so I can get there. There. No. There. And I want to, if I can, I want to roll a nature check on the way the tree is and see if the tree is possibly our problem.
Sure. What's your passive perception?
Perception is 10.
Okay. Yep, you can give me a nature.
My investigation is 17.
I just looked at the tree.
It looks like a
tree.
tree.
It's a nice tree.
This is a good tree. It's a good tree. Okay. They're problematic enough as is. I will pull out my book and I will flip open a page and I will point a finger at the crows, draw a rune, and I will cast Firebolt.
Yes.
Yeah, 17 to hit. 7 points of fire damage.
7 points. You see more of the crows fall to the ground, singed in piles of plant life and twigs. Anything else?
Okay. I think I have bonus. I don't think I have a bonus action. No, that is all for me. Just trying to be aware of my surroundings. But I feel like something's going on with the tree, and I with them exploding, I will make notes. I think there's something going on with the forest. Maybe the tree itself. And that will be the end of my turn.
Okay. Durmir, I'm gonna let you know they are flying. You would not be able to thunderwave them. Because I'm assuming that's what your square was.
It was supposed to be, but I can do whatever I need to.
Yeah, because they technically aren't on the ground. They cannot be thunderwaved.
Let's see. Well, I can't thunderwave. But I could Sacred Flame.
You could.
I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay, deck save from the crows. Or take
1d8 radiant.
radiant damage. They get a 14. So that is no damage.
And let's see.
Any bonus action? Anything else?
That's what I was looking for, is bonus action. I doubt it.
Alright, well, if there's nothing else, we're gonna go to the crows.
I
Ooh.
cast Spiritual Weapon.
Okay, that is certainly a thing you can do. Except, yeah, you can cast a spell and a cantrip. I allow that. So bonus action, spiritual weapon. You can also use it to attack right away.
Yeah. I don't... What did I roll for that again?
It's a d20 plus your spell attack mod, I believe.
Spell attack bonus, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. E20. Plus 5. So Mjolnir appears besides me.
Yes, and I still have to make that.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me that I gotta get to that.
I'll just make my square smaller for now.
You know, spiritual weapon is an actual attack on your sheet.
Oh, cool. Anyway.
So you can do that and then roll a d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, or you can just roll your attack and then see the damage.
Spiritual weapon.
And then roll the damage.
And then roll the damage.
Which you just click on the spiritual
Cast.
weapon. Yeah.
Yeah, hang on a second. My roll 20 is froze.
Oh.
I'm gonna reload.
What, did you just want to cast at the base level?
Yeah.
You deal 9 damage.
Okay.
And now it's the crow's turn. They're just gonna, they're just gonna kind of move here and like engulf both of you. And they're just gonna try and attack. They're gonna try and attack Sturmir. For a 17.
That does just hit. I thunderously rebuke them. Wrath of the Storm.
Wrath of a creature within 5 feet of you. You can use your reaction to cause the creature to make a dexterity saving throw. They got a 9, so you deal 2d8 lightning or thunder damage.
Yep. It's I meant to roll 2, but I did not. But there it is.
Okay. And 17 does hit you?
Yeah.
So you take 12 points of piercing damage from
Okay.
the crows as it goes back to Tobias.
Alright, let's see if I can do more damage. Artisanal assault axe. Let's see if I can finish him off. Okay, plus 1d4.
You
Cool.
indeed cut down these crows, and they all one by one drop to the ground in puffs of smoke and twigs and leaves.
I'm just
They're
imagining
gone.
as he's cutting the last of them down, my lightning is just crackling in the air.
Our lightning is like combining into super arcs.
There you go.
Alright, and then as that foe is down, I'm gonna go over here and position myself in front of Gwen.
Alrighty. Elmer. That's his name. Good old Elmer.
Elmer? Elmer.
Elmerfoot
Elmerfoot.
is gonna make saving throw. You say these words to him, Astrid, but you see his mind. Something's happening in his mind, and he's just unable to comprehend as he fires another arrow at you for a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
For that much damage. So we do. It is the brutal critical, so it's max damage plus. Yeah.
So what is it?
So it's
16.
Yeah. Someone else could do the math. Crits
It's 16.
my strong suit, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it's your turn.
Okay. Again, I yell, ow! Okay, you guys, that person is shooting at me, but I don't think they're in their right mind. Let me try something. So I'm going to go up 30 feet at a diagonal. 20, 30. And then I'm going to yell, come on, we just want to talk. Snap out of it. And I'm going to cast my mage hand to go smack this person across the face.
Okay, you can give me another persuasion.
Okay. Snap out of it.
19, okay, we'll see what happens when it gets back to him.
Hey, I'm hoping to break concentration if there's something weird going on there. But anyway, yes.
Alrighty. I need to see something real quick. Alright. You begin to hear a voice emanating from somewhere. You can give me a perception, Astrid. You hear this voice and your eyes immediately dart up to the branches of the tree where you see this creature coming out of invisibility. It is a large looking spirit of sorts. Give me a history check.
Oh.
Wow.
Hey.
You recognize this creature as a Trevatir or Trevate, whatever. It is the cousin to Dryads. It is a spirit of trees. Similar, cousin to Dryads, but they are much more violent and dangerous. As you just hear this voice emanating, saying, "You will not take my beloved, and you will not take my woods. You will die for what you have done to these lands." And it raises its hands. It is about maybe 30 feet up in the tree. And you begin to see it casting some kind of spell.
Cool.
And
Cool.
from thin air next to you, like almost just materializing of the plant life and parts of the tree, you see this bear come forth, just suddenly appearing. Like you see it materializing from the plant life down below, as this bear comes forth as she finishes casting this spell. And I need to see something. Okay. I need to roll initiative for the bear. Yes, thank you. I think
Nope.
yes.
We're gonna just nope out of this.
I think yes.
It's okay. I'm fine. I can beat this.
So far, and I will say, so far, Astrid is the only person to have noticed the creature. Everyone else can roll me perceptions on their turn.
Can you spell that for me, the creature?
Sure. It is. You know what? Let me just copy and paste.
I will bitch slap you.
Let me just copy
See
and
if I
paste
won't.
its name. That might just be best here. Copy and paste.
Okay.
And it is now Gwyn's turn.
I just started screaming what it is. It's a Travater up in the tree. Oh my god. Oh my god. Help.
So, with that, hearing that, instead of rolling a perception check to see it, can I roll either a history or a nature check to know what it does?
Sure, you could roll me a history or a nature. I will say also, all of you definitely did see this bear just materialize.
Also bear.
Damn it. I'm too focused on the bear.
Aren't entirely sure what it does. You know that it or something just caused a bear to materialize.
It can make bears! And I will run behind this log and kind of like duck for cover underneath it. And I will pop up, open my book, and let's see, do I have range with that? I should. Oh yeah, easy. Okay. And I am going to draw a rune which turns into the shape of a knife. At first it forms into ice, and then it shifts and turns into fire, and I'm going to shoot essentially a fire knife at this thing.
Nice, guys. All we need is a circle drawn in the ground. Clearly.
Okay.
Ah!
You send it, and it just fizzles out in the snow.
Dang it. On a hit or a miss, it does explode. So, need a dex save from it.
It does. Dex save from the bear.
Fire. DC 15 bar.
From the non-existent bear, but also existent bear, because it's about to maul Astrid.
God, that is fucking horrible rolls just all
3.
around. Oh, he fails! He takes 2 points of fire damage.
Hey, you know what?
Fire.
You know what is on the ground? The bear.
The bear. It is on the ground. Oh, you are so right. All right, I'm gonna check that. Check that off, and I'm gonna duck down behind this thing and be like, nope.
Alright.
No, please! I'm on your side. I swear, I'm not friends with the bear.
Sturmier.
Well, I am going to move there, and then let's see.
You can always bonus action dash, or no, that's a rogue thing. You can action dash.
Can, but then I can't Thunderwave. What is? How far does dash?
Thunderwave is centered on you, so you're not going to be able to reach it anyways.
Well, it's a cube that would be centered anywhere around my token, I believe.
Yeah, you're too far away to reach the bear.
How far does dash go?
Dash is just your movement again, but then you can't do
so-
anything. You can't do any other actions.
No, but I could get up there.
Yes.
Can't hit it from here anyway unless I use a different spell.
Just, distracting is good.
Let's see.
No one's gonna remember this session for the fight. Everyone's gonna remember the session for the sawmill owner.
Oh, I don't know. I'm about to die, so we might remember it for that.
Just gonna get myself up there. Me and my spiritual weapon, which is a bonus action, which I can still attack with.
Yes.
Let me get 30 more feet. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave the Thunderwave up there.
You also, if you already moved your hammer, you can't move it again. It's a bonus action to move it 20 feet.
Well, 20 feet.
Yeah, and if you were down here and moved it to here, that would have already been your bonus action to move it.
It only moves 20 feet?
Yep.
Well, we will leave it, I guess, for now.
Thank you for coming up next to me, though.
And
Yeah.
the bear is just going to charge forward and attack you. And it is going to use its multi-attack. First, it's going to kind of go on its hind legs and try and unleash a flurry of claws against you, Sturmir, for a 7.
Which I block with my Warhammer.
And as it's clawing down on you, it's going to try and reach for a bite for a 9.
I also put my hammer in its mouth, like the handle blocking it.
Tobias, you're probably faster than Elmer, so you go first.
Okay. I am gonna move up. Yep. I'm gonna go up and swing at the bear.
Okay.
And then, after I swing, would I be able to make my perception check then, or did it have to be at the beginning?
I'll just say now that Astrid has kind of pointed out, you'll all have noticed the creature in the trees.
Okay.
I may have to go back and watch
man.
the other...
Oh, no.
Okay, you go to swing, and the bear kind of just swats your hand away with its giant paw.
What the? Was that Taekwondo? Okay.
Which are distracted by me blocking the bear's attacks.
Right? Yeah. I passed turn, I suppose.
Alright, Elmer's just going to keep shooting at... well, no, he's going to make a save. He has to beat a certain number. I have a number in mind.
I'll have to back and watch the first session I played with you guys, but which one of your characters wrote down a note about mine that I don't know about yet? I think Astrid, yeah.
No, he is not. He's definitely not beating that.
No.
So he's gonna just shoot again at Astrid.
Oh.
5.
To hit?
Yes.
No.
This time the arrow just goes right, it goes wide. Maybe, your charms, your persuasions are starting to take effect. Maybe that's caused him to miss, but it is now your turn, and there's a bear. And also, this tree spirit.
Astrid just goes, oh, ow. Hey, I kind of see your point. To the tree spirit. I get it that you don't want your tree attacked, but can we maybe talk about this instead of, you sending all your stuff after us? Because if you don't, let me see, how close am I? I'm within, oh right, I can measure it myself. Oh sweet, okay. Because if you don't, then we will burn your fucking tree to the ground. Wisdom 14 saving throw for dissonant whispers, please.
Ooh. Okay. What was it? Sorry. Wisdom. Okay. 9.
Yeah, wisdom. Okay.
And that is
Take
on the
13
tree
psychic
spirit.
on the tree spirit.
You see the tree spirit. Ooh, hold on a second. I need to do something for the tree spirit. Okay. They begin dashing along the branches of the tree and are right here.
Okay. I am going to back the hell up.
Okay.
Oop.
Anything else?
No. That's me.
Okay, well, it is their turn. What do they have in store? They're just going to dash back to where they were, and then they're going to leap off the tree and get right here. Now, they are large, they are menacing, and they look pissed off. Does anyone speak Sylvan?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Well, then you guys don't hear what's said as it goes back to Gwyn.
Okay, well, can't hear something that's on fire except for screams. So, we're gonna, from right there, we're gonna drop a shatter. And instead of it being filled with thunder, it's gonna be filled with fire. So, that one, and a bear will need to make a saving throw.
Okay, so
Hubba.
who need to make the saving throw? All of them?
All three, because I'm dropping it right here, and it's 10 foot. A boop, a boop, and a boop.
Okay, so
Actually, I could drop it right here. It's still... Nope, we can't hit that guy. Actually, I'm gonna drop it here, because Astra did point out that she thinks this guy's under control, so I'm gonna drop it here and hit this guy and this guy. The evil tree and the crazy bear. The tree bear, probably.
Alright, so let me roll that con save. That creature got a 6. Let me roll another. Okay. So they take 11, and then the bear will roll a 9 for another 11. They are both still standing.
9 and then went over.
And I will duck back down behind the branch. Because I am a smart person who stays far away. Beep! End of turn.
Suddenly I feel called out.
Alright, Sturmir. What's Sturmir doing?
Sorry, I'm muted. I said I'm moving up here so I can have my thunder wave in that area for both of them.
Alrighty.
And let's see. Thunder wave.
Alright. Thunder wave. You should stop looking at your spells and start looking at your attacks, because Thunder Wave's on there, sir.
Okay.
Most of your attack spells are on your attack list with your weapons. And it makes it much easier to do that than posting the entire spell. let me roll for them. Let me roll for the tree spirit first. DC 13 con. Or take half. They got a 14, so they'll take half. And then for the bear. Okay, this is unlikely. Yeah, okay. And for the bear.
That's, if I'm not mistaken, it's supposed to be 3d8 because I cast it at 2nd level. I'll roll another one. It didn't roll it.
I think that's what the top number is.
Oh, okay.
So here's the bear. They got a 22, so they'll take half. The bear's looking rough, the tree spirit's not. Is that all, sir?
No, I'm going to bonus action move this up even further.
Okay. The bear is going to try and bring its claws down on Sturmir. Let me zoom in on the map a little bit, get closer to the action. Here are the claws on Sturmir for a 10.
I again block it with my Warhammer.
And it's going to try and bring its bite onto Tobias for a nat 20.
Ooh.
Oh no!
I will
God.
silvery barbs that.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so let me roll again. And who are you giving the advantage to?
Oh, Tobias, because that's rude.
Alright. Double nat 20, double nat 20, double nat 20.
Oh,
24.
Oh shit. Well, you're not wrong. I don't think I can wriggle my way out of that.
Alright, yeah, I heard in the background, at least it's not a crit.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be taking 9 piercing damage as it bites into your shoulder. And takes some chunks with it. But it's now your turn.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take a chunk out of its shoulder.
You want to get? I was ask if you wanted to get flanking.
Yep.
Pull our combo again, shall we?
That
And
does hit.
maybe I can get a crit. No, okay. So I'll roll my lightning damage for another 2.
The bear is looking like it's almost gone. You see, while it should be bleeding, instead of blood, you just notice as you cut into it where meat would fall off, instead it's dead leaves and pieces of like dead bark falling off.
Okay. And I'm gonna shout out to the spirit. Call off your beast! You cannot win this fight!
Okay, Elmer is gonna keep trying to shoot Astrid.
I'm a bitch. Okay.
15.
That meets.
3 piercing
Or no,
damage.
sorry. I'm actually 14, not 15. So sorry.
3
Three?
piercing damage.
Ow!
And it's your turn, and unless you're pulling them out, you now have like 2 different arrows just like embedded in your person.
She's just like, she's not used to this. She's just like, they're in her shoulder and her arm, so she just turns around and looks at Gwen, holds out her arm, ow! Look what they did!
Shoot him
going to-
back!
Oh! Okay.
I never thought of that.
But I don't think they're. I think it's under this stupid tree's control.
Then shoot the tree! I don't care!
Okay. A better idea. I am going to cast Phantasmal Force on our tree spirit.
Ooh, what'd that do?
That will do something cool. Initiative. Intelligence 14 save, please.
Roll
Sure.
initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative again. And I am casting an illusion of
16.
my new crush. Oh, a 16, really? Well, I'll still tell you what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm casting the illusion of my new crush with the big old axe.
Mm-hmm. So
Because if I, cast this as a thing, it can actually deal damage to the target.
And what happens if it
I
fails?
don't think anything happens. Let me see. Yeah, I think it just fizzles.
Okay, so
It just fizzles.
So for you see it there. You see this your new crush there, but you notice that this tree spirit makes no note of it whatsoever.
Rats. Thought that would be really good. Okay, never mind. I'm going to back up where Gwen is and take cover. Yeah, like duck down and take cover.
Sliding over the root.
Yep, and slowly start trying to pick the arrows out of myself.
Alright, so it is the tree spirit's turn. They're gonna rush right here to flank with their bear. And here is it unleashes its own string of claws at you, Sturmir, for a 14.
Block.
And then it's going to try and attack you with its intoxicating touch. Yeah. For a natural 20. You... Is it meant to have... I need to look at something real quick.
I was gonna say, what that do?
Yeah, hold on. No, I don't think it does damage. So you block its claws, but as you're blocking it, one of its other hands kind of come up and just kind of tap you, like on the face, as you are magically cursed and have disadvantage on wisdom saving throws and all ability checks.
Okay.
That's its turn, as it's still spouting nonsense to all of you in Sylvan as it gets back to Gwen.
Okay, let's see if we can get it to stop babbling nonsense. Oh man, I am going to hit it. Trying to think if there's anything. I don't think there's really anything else I can do. Yeah, I will just take another shot. I'll take a shot at the dryad with firebolt.
Okay.
10. Oh, that's max damage too.
A 10 unfortunately misses.
Dang it.
Anything else?
I do not have anything else. Yeah, dang it. Okay.
Alright, Sturmir.
Ooh. Question, if I move my spiritual weapon, I still get to attack with it?
Yes,
or is it just a move?
So it's a bonus action to move and attack. If nothing's around, then...
Moving it, okay. Well, I will move that up as well. Over here. And we'll go ahead and swing that. Spiritual weapon.
That hits.
That at second level, why not?
9 force damage. Do keep track of all your spell slots.
I have been doing that.
And let me roll something real quick. Okay. Anything else?
And I think I will axe swing with my warhammer to hit the bear.
Okay.
Get it.
You may roll your damage, but I will tell you, with this attack, as you bring your warhammer down on the head of the bear, it disappears into piles of leaves and dead parts of a tree. is gone.
Cool.
As it disappears, you can just hear what would probably be curses spouted at you in a language you do not understand.
Move that down just a second. So move that back up.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Alright, Tobias.
I am gonna rush over to the other side. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
Show me your pathing.
30. Yeah, sure. I think it was right here because I was flanking.
Yep.
And then, how do you create the
Measurements
thing? Yeah.
Right click.
Oh, right click.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna move. Anything?
Just move that up.
Okay.
Just
Ta-
for the time being.
Taking a swing. And then, how do I just wanted to roll with advantage. Okay, well.
So 25
25.
for 9.
What's that additional 1 slashing? Is that because it's a +1 weapon?
I'm not sure.
You can always go into your character sheet and hit the settings, and there's an always roll advantage in roll queries.
They have sheets on D&D Beyond.
Right.
Yeah, it says 1d8 plus 6, and then there's like a 1 slash after it.
Yeah, but this
Oh,
is
okay.
but this is a custom weapon, I think. It's already That is weird. Maybe that is what it is. So we'll just say that is what it is. And then one
Okay.
lightning.
Yes.
Alright, anything else?
I'm just gonna keep telling this thing to surrender, and if it can't understand common, that's its loss.
Okay. Well, I can tell you that it definitely spoke common to Astrid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I'm just gonna plead with it to surrender.
Okay. You plead for it. Currently, Astrid's the only one with the knowledge that this thing is very hostile and is unlikely to surrender. Elmer's gonna shoot an arrow at Tobias.
Wow.
Because Astrid's behind a root, and he can't see her.
Ha! I mean,
This is
sorry,
logical.
bias.
That does not hit.
Okay, Astrid, your turn.
Okay. So I poke my head up over the log or whatever, and I see the gentleman flanking this creature, and I yell, "Okay, I don't think it's gonna talk to us. These are like dryads on steroids." Well, she wouldn't say steroids, but these
They're
are
more
like
aggressive.
really super aggressive dryads. So I hate to say it, but I think we're gonna have to kill it. Ow! By the way, I'm dying. And she is going to go ahead and
Pro tip: don't die there.
yeah. You'd think she'd know that, but no. I'm gonna be real selfish and heal myself this round. So I'm gonna turn back to Gwen dramatically and still holding out my arm, like ow, ow, and do the back of the hand to the forehead thing, like, oh god, I'm dying, and cast Cure Wounds on myself because that's a touch spell. Just first level though.
That's still
That did not suck.
no. That's good.
Okay. And that's it.
Alrighty. The tree spirit is... It's gonna try and take a claw at Tobias for a 21.
Okay, that I can stop with a shield spell.
Okay, and then it's gonna try. It pulls out a dagger with its other, and it's gonna try and strike Sturmir for a 22.
Okay.
You take 7 piercing damage.
I thunderously rebuke it.
Okay.
2d8 lightning, and it's a dex saving throw.
Alrighty. Dex saving throw. It gets a 2.
So yeah, 2d8 lightning damage.
For 9. Okay, this creature's definitely looking hurt. And you shielded its claws, and we go back to Gwyn.
Says
Alrighty.
7 damage. That's 23.
Oh, I didn't realize I sent that into the thing. Whoops.
Can I roll a perception check to see if this creature has any more people under its control?
Sure.
Ooh, good call.
No.
Man, guys. Jesus.
Wow. I'm
Okay.
in your way. I'm distracting you. Just going, ow, help.
And you're just like, ow!
I'm
Yeah, as you
saying,
get really- As you get really dramatic, Gwen just gives you this look of really again, and then
I'm
I'll pop
bleeding.
up and I
Right
will
now.
fire off another firebolt for 15.
That hits.
2 points of fire damage.
2 points of fire damage. Indeed.
And then I will drop back down and I will say to Astrid, "You can't die. Your girlfriend will miss you." And that's the end
Oh
of my
my
turn.
god. I never got to tell her I love her.
Sturmir.
I am going to first off swing the spiritual weapon. That
That misses.
miss. Okay, and we will. I guess go ahead and Warhammer.
Okay. That hits.
Ooh,
For
nice.
7. Alright. Anything else?
No.
Tobias.
Alright, I'm gonna take my swing. How's this thing looking? Does that take like a perception check?
No, it's looking rough.
Is it looking rough? Okay. Yeah, okay, whatever. Attack!
An 18 hits.
Okay. And rolling. Oh, there you go.
This thing is
The
definitely
D4.
not looking good.
Boom.
Anything else?
So, weird question. Spiritual weapon does not get flanking.
No.
Okay, just checking.
Mm-hmm. Alright, anything else? His Discord died. I'm
Oh, no.
going to assume nothing else. Because he did his attack, he's flanking.
He might want to swing with the bonus action for the spiritual weapon.
Does Tobias have a spiritual weapon?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were
I-
still on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were still on.
Is
Damir's
Tobias
turn 'cause
wanting
he's
to
still in the
attack
turn
or do
order.
Anything else? Because I'm on my turn order is on Tobias.
Yeah, it's
His Discord completely crashed, and my turn order is still on. Stamir, so I think something's going on. Yep, our server connection was interrupted. I'm actually surprised that you guys can still hear me.
Oh.
Hold on.
Alright.
Nope, that's it for him.
Okay. So Elmir
He confirmed that.
is going to try and shoot at Sturmir. Are you guys dying? Do we need to take a break? Do we need to play, get some words from our sponsors?
Ooh, and,
Okay.
This is really funny. So he has Roll20 and I have Discord. So together we have a full working
Nice.
game. So we
Okay.
could finish up tonight this way if we wanted to.
Does a 15 hit Sturmir?
No.
The arrow just goes right past you as it goes to Astrid.
I'm ready with an ad if you need it. So don't worry, fam. Fam, I got you. Okay. Tobias, how is Tobias looking? Are you bleeding? Are we?
He says he looks pretty good.
Okay. All right.
I'm at
so,
23 out of 42.
Okay. Oh, that's you, Sturmir.
I'm just gonna say this because I know we mentioned this before. I don't know if you guys can see each other's health bars on the tokens.
I cannot, if you guys have yours on there.
I'm gonna turn that off. Also, try and refrain from telling how much health you actually have.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do Dissonant Whispers again. Wisdom saving 14.
Okay.
Just kind of from behind the log, I'm going to go, I really mean it. We're going to burn your tree and then chop it down and use it all for housing for humans.
It gets an 8.
Okay, let me roll that. Beautiful bean damage.
Beautiful bean juice.
It's 11 psychic.
As you say these words and you outcharm the charmer of the woods, how do you kill it?
Wow.
Yes.
I think that's, actually, let's say that I'm mad, there's blood on my outfit. I stand up and I go, seriously, we kind of tried to reason with you, but I just really think that we're gonna have to burn down your tree, and we're all gonna build houses and live in them, and you'll be dead.
And as you say this, these whispers enter the holes where ears would be on this tree-like creature, and the words get to her as she begins screeching in pain. No corpse is left behind as nothing but a bundle of dead leaves and twigs fall and clatter to the ground as one final screech is let out. And
I feel really bad about this, guys.
as combat ends, you see the man suddenly shake his head, look at this bow in his hand, drop it, and just in a panic, just say, "Where am I?"
Listen, you shot me a bunch of times, but it's okay. I could tell you weren't yourself. You're out in the woods. Do you remember anything? What was the last thing you remember?
Oh, I remember coming to get flowers for my beloved.
Oh. Who's your beloved?
Oh, she lives in the village.
I whisper to Gwen, if it's Ethelfrig, we kill him.
Her name is
No.
Herva.
Okay, good.
We're not. We wouldn't kill him regardless. Anyway,
You wanted to. You were gonna.
I didn't. I moved my explosion, and the girls are having this argument together.
You just remember coming to get flowers? That's the last thing you remember?
That's all I remember.
Well, you're safe now.
I think I should be heading home.
You'd best
Yes.
stay near us.
Yeah, you could stay with us if you like. We're gonna go back pretty soon.
That would be good. I would thank you for that. Anything else you guys do?
I would ask him. You are a local of the village, correct?
Yes. My name is Elmer.
Elmer, what is your responsibility within the village?
I just live there.
During your time there, what did you have an experience that related to the quarrel between the wolves and the Odin's Eye.
Let's see something.
That's so smart.
Hmm.
He's gonna be at least not influenced by any like threats or anything like that, considering we just saved him. It seemed like a good idea to ask him now.
Nope,
And,
it's good.
An 11 gets you, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about. My head kind of hurts right now.
I will also be grabbing a bundle of wood.
Oh, does this person look injured, or do they just kind of like? Yeah, Astrid asking, are you hurt in any way other than the headache?
I don't feel
Let me
hurt.
see. Let me take a look at you.
Give me a medicine.
Okie dokie.
He doesn't look hurt, no, other than just being very disoriented.
I will give him my water skin.
He drinks a good chug of it.
Yep.
I will elbow Astrid when she's done and say, maybe you should grab some additional wood and get it chopped.
I have
Oh.
two bundles already.
Oh. Sure, except look! And she points to her arm.
I just roll my eyes dramatically and I raise up my arm and I flex and I go, look! And I have no muscles, just pointing out that I can't help you. If you want to accomplish this, you gotta do it on your own.
I'm gonna walk over to Astrid, hand her my bundle, and
Ow.
go get another one.
No, she drops it.
You can drop it, but I gave it to you, so.
Thanks.
Tobias
Ow.
gives this to Gwen.
I drop mine. I'm
They're
not strong
strong
enough to
girls.
Actually,
This-
you know what? And I will purposely sit my ass on that log, and I will spend 10 minutes. I don't know if this will transfer over, probably not. But I'm gonna cast 10 floating disc, and I'm gonna tell the boys to put the wood on it.
Nice. Nice.
That'll work.
This is happening the entire time. I was just like, can we go home now, please?
I will guide him to the floating disc and just very gingerly have him sit on it. Be like, there, sit, rest. You don't need to walk. We will take you home.
Okay, you guys do this. You guys collect up bundles of wood. Eventually, you make it back to the outskirts of Varm Floors. You bring back you're walking in, some floating in as you enter the village once more, and that's where we'll end for today.
Yay!
Yay!
Ooh. Ooh. Wow. I was not expecting a malevolent wood spirit today, y'all.
So
That was not the direction I thought this session was going to go either, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It would have went a different direction if we'd have went with the parlay first.
So thank you
Yeah.
all for playing. See you
Woohoo!
next time on Journey to Ragnarok. Everyone say goodbye to YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
Goodbye, YouTube, till next time, where our party may or may not solve a inner, quarrel between two clans. Who knows? Maybe they die trying, maybe they live. You gotta find out by tuning in to the next session.
You put it in.